Hi, it's Matt, and this is my 998 subscriber special. Actually, I was supposed to have a 1000th subscriber special, but the guy who won it ghosted me. So anyway, this is for W&P Bricks. He was really bummed when he found out he was number 998, so I reached out to him. And he wanted me to do a Panzer IV. So thanks for being so enthusiastic. As is my style, I've taken apart the tank to show you how it went together. I didn't record much about this chassis, other than it was the first time that I actually cut Lego in half. Have I lost my freaking mind? Let me know if you want to see a video about this. Here's where you can see where I cheated. These are evenly spaced. These ones that are 2x2s, and then the 1x2s that I cut down, there's 4 of them. On this side, I have 4 2x2s, and I even have a different one here, and then the 1x2s on either end. And it's double cheating because there's supposed to be 8 wheels on this side, but there's only 7 on this model. And this one only has 6. Oh well. That was a compromise I made based on the scale, and you know, you have to pick and choose your battles sometimes. Okay, so this is the upper hull and part of the fenders. And with the fenders, I wanted the thickness to be to scale because the originals are pretty darn thin as it is, and I didn't want to go a full thickness of a tile. I've actually have the pieces here removed. I'll get those in a second. Here's what this side kind of engine grill looks like. These are actually some aftermarket type that have the vertical crossbars. I don't know who makes them, but they're perfect for what I'm looking for. And in this shot, you can see where I've painted, but that's okay. If I wanted to be super particular, I could have really been painstaking with matching the paint, but you know, I didn't want to kill myself over it. Oops, YouTube doesn't like that. I didn't want to beat myself up over it.
Stop hitting yourself. Take 1. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
The piece in the middle there is a Mega Blocks piece, by the way. It's a wedge that has a couple studs on it, and that's what allowed me to put on these vent pieces. Oops, that just gave that secret away. These guys were just sitting there. If I wanted to, I could use like a little bit of like rubber cement or this stickum stuff you can get that you use to put posters on the wall to really make it stick. Same thing's going on over here. This piece is just sitting in there. But I could have put a little bit of sticky stuff if I really wanted to.
I meant to do that.
Here's the back, the tank on the back. Here's the last piece of the upper hull, and it is made out of like a panel. And secret piece, that's a double-sided 1x2 in there, and that's what keeps the two halves together. These pieces are, I think these are Mega Blocks also, and even though they were gray, I hit them with a little bit of paint just to match the gray a little bit better. It's acrylic paint, so I can scrape it off or peel it off if I need to. I'm going to make a video about painting Lego, so take a look in the upper right corner for a link and please check it out. Here you can see the whole machine gun, and this is just going to set over the top. And it just kind of snugs like that. This is where the turret's going to go. Let's take a look underneath. Oops. Yeah, that was just sitting on by gravity, so no surprise that popped off. You can see the fenders are made out of those sort of wing type pieces on hinges. You can see there, I didn't have enough. I was missing one. Got tired of looking for it, so I just took one, a white one that was actually broken. One of these tabs is broken, and I painted it. And you can see this side is actually a little darker. This part of the body is 6 wide, and and that's 4 wide. But other the parts of the body are on odd numbered, I think. Oh no, I changed that around. The body was originally 5 studs between the wheels, but I just didn't quite like the proportions, so I made it 6 studs wide, and it made things a lot easier for me. All right, here's how I'm doing the back fenders. I've got these 1 by with an I forget what they call that. 1 by with a barrel, I think. And this is a 2 by 2 tile with a 1 by 1 plate into the corner. And it's just going to float like that. And plop it there. Alrighty. I'm going to put her back together. Yeah. These are emulating the spare road wheels, by the way, that you see in some of the pictures. These will stick in there pretty well because they got like a little nook. Either side. Okay, here's the turret. And the turret probably is the thing I spent the most time building and rebuilding and trying different methods. Because the scale of this thing is so small, it's hard to get so many things going on in a small space, and trying to get the angles of the plate armor and all that. So one of the ways I'm doing a little cheating again here too is that these tile pieces are kind of put on at an angle. There, you can see it. You can see it better on that side to give that illusion of sloped armor and the angles in the side. It's kind of hard to tell from this direction, but I think you can see here that the roof is actually slanting down a little bit, which is how it is on the real vehicle. You can see the bustle on the back is overhanging. I put a little curved piece to sort of insinuate that this is a rounded edge, but I don't actually have a piece under here because it would have to be floating. See, the back of this is actually 3 wide, but the very bottom of the bustle is 2 wide. So I had to do all kinds of tricky stuff underneath here to get that to work. The other thing going on here is that I couldn't find 2 of these pieces. This actually has a 1 by 2 base that sneaks underneath there, but I didn't have 2, so I had to use just a 1 by 2 with one of these 1 by 1 wedges on it. So to get the barrel to go up and down, I had to do sort of a compromise. Oops. And that this actually can lift up if I need it to. Well, I thought it could. And right now, that's only as high as I can get it to go. What I could do is flip it upside down. There's a look inside the turret. Okay, so what I've done now is I've flipped that piece upside down so the barrel can point up. But when it's down here, it's lower. So it doesn't quite look right. But that's what I had to kind of give up to get that sloping piece there. So now I can at least raise the barrel up and down, but you see the roof actually gets up a little bit. You know, that's okay. Again, for this scale, I debated on whether to do 2 high here or, one sort of disc piece and a round tile, or 2 discs and a tile. But ultimately I went with a 3. Also, I need to switch these parts out. Instead of being one of these that's recessed, it should be at least a flush one, so that gap is less. It might be changed out in some other pictures of this. It's not getting to focus, but this is the center of where we're going to try to line up this little raised part on this jumper. Let's put the sides. Let's get these back on. Just the fender. And there she is. Not too bad. So let me show you what this is like compared to the Panther tank that I've been working on recently. And yes, I promise I will be putting out a video for it. Let me just grab the hull of it real quick. The top of the Panzer IV turret is only about to the top of the lower hull of the Panther, and it's about 2/3 the length. I'd like to thank everybody who got me to that 1,000 mark. I realize I'm at 1,070, and I've had to take a few months off due to things going on in my home life. So as always, thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really does make a difference, and I hope to get more things out to you sooner.